Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, all night. Get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
Well, good morning and greetings to all of you travelers and, of course, all of you builders out there. It's me, Kevin C., here yet again at Action Pants Gaming with a random build and chill. It is June 19th or Juneteenth of 2025, and I've got 10 a.m., at least from where I'm sitting, and I've got the day off from work, and I woke up early because, you know, body says you got to wake up. You got work normally. But anyway, like I said, it's 10 a.m. It's early. It's random. We're here. We're going to build. We're going to work on this R&D. We're going to look for, a home to build, to build something. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I know some of you are still out there in the past and some are somehow in the future. But I do want to finish up and say whatever present you happen to be in, I do hope it's going good for you. All right, let's get off my big ugly mug. Get on over to here. Let's roll on. Roll on that. Go over to our non-modded save. I do want to use mods again, especially now with these things, but the mod parts were so cool. And I did do sort of a R&D cyberpunky city thing. It's somewhere in the buried in the many live streams on my channel somewhere. All right, where are we going? Dark Hellboy, welcome. All right, so I've been noodling around with this little building. And again, a lot of this is facade, but at least you can get into it. So it is technically viable, a usable space. Well, that's a cool little view I didn't notice. Let's not block that. And let me guess, that's right where... No, that's good, actually. We'll leave that. Although, oh yeah, we might not be able to. Darn it. We still got to deal with all sorts of stuff here. This is basically make mistakes, how do you fix them and work on them. Oh, right on, Hellboy. I have today off, then I work tomorrow and the following day, then I have my normal weekend. So maybe we can try to get together and do some sort of something. I wish I could afford Dune, but I just can't right now. Oh, hey. I was trying to figure out how to extend this up. We did manage to get a good seam over. And then now I was thinking of so if we flatten this out, then we can start a floor there. We can do the same on these, but I think we're already good. Oh, no, we're not. We are and we aren't. And trying to blend these bits in somehow. Going a little crazy in terms of like, ooh, look at the new glowy bits. Does this actually do anything? Nice. Wish I could do that. Someday. Of course, now it's daytime, so it's not really going to make a difference. But and it doesn't really do squaddle anyway. Derba. It's in the same spot. Yeah, yeah. I've been trying to every once in a while watch, somebody doing it. All right, so if we flip that down. All right, this is where it gets all weird. Saw one video on Dune the other day. Some of the building stuff. Right on, Hellboy. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Have a good work. Hope it goes by quickly so you can get to your vacation. I need a vacation. I haven't taken a real vacation and I can't even remember when. Let me think about it. 2025. $22 years, something like that. And the vacation I went on, we'll call it a vacation, but it wasn't really. It was more, dealing with somebody else's vacation. I was brought along. I mean, I was grateful, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't at all relaxing. And I was younger. Wait a minute. We don't need you because you are already here. We do need you. there, there, and here. Yes. Doop, doop, boop. Go loop. See, I gotta remember, depending on where you want, your light bar bit. I mean, you can flip it at any point too. It's not a huge deal. And I also have to do the other side. And I should have done the middle, but I want to get a good corner, so let me see something. Yeah. Then we could bring that in that one bit. Which, I like this seam, so let's see if we can't do it another way. I mean, we could just bring that over. And that could prop there, which would be a little weird, but one bad meep. Good morning. And we'll be using some different flooring later, so I'm not too worried about all this. We're just in scaffold mode. All right, you can go, you can go, you can go, you can go. You. And then you for now. And you. You. So we have the opposite. Thinking, do I also need the one? All right, so if you're there, then we do that. All right. But then, we probably just should have done it the other way, but whatever. Or should we do each one individually? Because we don't have a middle here. I mean, this is our middle. But if we drag oops. And then we we do that. Could even do one more. Now that is that. Get rid of that. That cuts through. Then we move this over. Like so. Gotta figure out how to deal with that BS. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then this comes back down. Which we then could swap places, bring that out to match this. Since every corner is basically like that, so let's do that. Oh, no, it's not going to let me, right? Come on. Thank you. At least that. Yeah, and then you do that cool thing, which I'm not quite sure. What's going on there? And then you own it. Oh, okay. That. And that needs to flip around. Yes. Then this would end up being that. This would go away. That would go away. That would go away. Krusty Boot, welcome, welcome. And then this would rotate in the other direction, which shoot, where did I blub up? Good darn it. All right, you know what? Forget it. We'll do it. We'll do it this way if we have to. I don't care. Boom. 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 No. No boom. And Boom. Boom. Ba-doom. Shut that. Nope. Actually, we don't need you. We need you. Boom. Boom. Because I forgot what I was doing because I changed up my method a little bit. For this, stop. At least for this building type. Boom. Thank you. And then that should flip around. Thank you. To there. Get rid of that. Get rid of nothing there. This can come down. Boom. And then, yeah. And now we're a bit matchy-matchy. We still got a good seam. We're not, we're not over lapping here. We could do a window here, something simple. We could do this design again, although kind of leaning no, and even with this here, but maybe. I like the window idea better. And there are a ton of different ways you could add in, whatever part. It's all about flipping it around, moving it about, experimenting. Why are you so funky now? Why are you? What's wrong with you not being cool? Why are you? Huh? Why are you okay, but you are not? What happened? Oh, ha ha, ha ha ha, ha. It was the changey one. So when I put it there, it did some sort of weird change-a-rooney. All right. So now we've got this, blah, 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 blah. And then we can probably bring that, actually, we're probably going to have to bring that in a bit. We're going to imagine here, we'll have to end that. So let's bring that back. Although we should just do a thing here, right? I mean, it would make the most sense. It would be the most even. That's where we're going to end that bit. Yeah, because then we could come up to here. Maybe even come up a little. Yeah. Because in this we'd have to deal with. All right. Where are we ending here? It actually measures out okay. It's not great, but I'm probably going to go out a half step anyway. So let's do that now. Excuse me. It's a little close. Doesn't give us a lot of leeway. So we'll probably do that. Oop, yeah. All right, so now we need to do what? Move this to here, and to there. One of these floors is going to have to move. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. This floor will have to move up a little bit, but that's okay. I do not mind doing that. In fact, it will probably be better because it'll maybe cover this little nubby bit. Have a nice even line. But I do like that little nubby bit. Actually, let's see what it will do. Yeah. That works. Enough. Or we don't connect it at all. Which is the other thought. Which, yeah, no, we don't connect it. To get there, you need to go up the stairs and around, and or down lower and somewhere. Oh, yeah, over here. I wish I could make it around. I mean, I probably could. But this is another entrance here. And then we could do an SRT if we had to. And then you could simply do a window here. And it could be a cool thin window. You could also scooch it over. Finding, unfortunately, making more of a mess and using more parts to move things seems to work better. Or we flip it, which is, either way, we're not going to get much of a window out of that, are we? No, we are not. So, if we wanted to go center mass, we would have to mess around with the floor a bit more. we could shut the light off, but still hold the pattern. We could add one side. I mean, we get a change here, obviously, in texture, but it's kind of cool. It's almost like they were designed to be layered. You know what? I haven't even layered some of this stuff yet. Yeah, I mean, while retaining some of the other texture. Well, that doesn't quite window, does it? No, no, it does not. These windows are funky, and you have to really finagle. Obviously, this one usually works pretty well. Very office. And obviously, you may need to finagle. There we go. Sergeant Belson. But see, these are, as an R&D, this is more me going, yeah, you know, that's kind of neat. You know, it looks very, you know, in comparison to, you know, this kind of transitions into something. I mean, granted, we need to sort of stay with the theme that we got on this building, but it is kind of cool. It's actually making me think of as a transition window. Star Wizard, good morning. And you can get like crazier and crazier if you want. You know what I mean? And we'll do the same. So, although I'm kind of leaning now towards no. And this one. And we know this is basically going to be a bar, so we can, where do I have that? I have it here a little bit. We can take this and do sort of this wacky transition. Which, oddly enough, doesn't quite want to do that. I mean, we can make it do that. Why this cuts itself here, I don't know. And then you come in and it's, you know, which makes a neat window, but like why doesn't it match this? It's the same thing. Oh, it locks it. Okay. Yeah. So these would have to be put in differently, if that makes sense. And even so, something's weird. Oh, wait. All right, that went. Yeah, I'd still have to do it oddly. Okay. So each one would have to get made separately. What? All right, I'm gonna try something. This is weird. Why are you doing that? Okay, you are now locked out. You do that. Now, huh? Okay, that's weird. Weird. Then you lock yourself out there, right? Yes, you do. But I can't tell which way you're going. So you need to flip. Yeah, we'll know by the final. It's going to be difficult too, though, right? Okay. Now you're locked out. Shoot. Ah, crikey. Yeah, I would have. Oh, eh. Kind of want a window. Be a lot easier at this point. Just doesn't match unless I need to do either something like this or like this. The other window is cool, but it doesn't quite, work. Gets a little too, I like this bigger window. I mean, it does work, obviously. It looks good, but just with what we've already created here, it doesn't really. We just need to do one. We just need to do one. Right? Right? Yeah. Because this is where it becomes an issue, huh? Or do I have to do the opposite side? Right. Yeah. Oh, I like the look of the smaller one better. Now I can't get to it. Uh-huh. We do that. Bring that back. Rid of that. Bring that back. Marty. Where's Marty? What is Marty? Oh my. What's going on with my brain today? Oh yeah, same thing as every day. Nothing. I do like the look of the little one. More parts though. See, we could do. Actually, quite cool, man. A lot of this. The layering that is potentially available, which now I'm like, shoot. I need to redo that. you know, that's a neat seam filler. You know, as we go around, and we can keep some consistency somehow. You know, around all the windows. You know, we could. Obviously, we would have to do the same thing here as the other spots. This wouldn't work because of the type, but that's okay. And this kind of would and wouldn't. We could do, you know, a trim piece on the sides here. But or we go with that look. And use or we bring these in, you know what I mean? It's really at this point would be, you know, aesthetics. Mm. All right. Devante, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for stopping in today.
Thanks.
Are you high?
Oh, you kidding? A little bit, yes.
Video games and drugs? Those two things don't mix.
Shut up.
I haven't been able to find a louder version of that yet, Devante. I apologize. I will get on that, though. Onsetter. Right on, thank you. If you got a second, I can show you sort of what we got here. It fades in and out. Get a little light on the subject here. I have not. Ah, bonk. Yeah. Devante, you can drop a link of that in the Discord, that would be great. There's got to be a middle on that. I wish we could get new prefabs. What's going on? Come on. Why is my controller being funky today? I checked. You were charged. There we go. All right, let's get back into building here. Got all kinds of wacky places. You know. Still trying to figure out how to get to certain areas, though. We're going to have to finagle at some point. To another spot. And then I'm just kind of prepping for stuff. You know, decoration later. So these measure out pretty nice. I could have gone down a little lower, but it's okay. But if we see here, and then you just stack it, brings it to the next one. And then brings you to the top one, these sort of brackets. I mean, I could, you know, do it individually, or, you know, I could have lined up the lower one better, but I just wanted to see if it was close at that point, and it seems like it is, so. I'd love if this were... See, that's better. I want to see if this... All right, we still gotta... I guess. I'd rather a window, but we don't really have much choice there without opening that up even more. and then the seam isn't the same as the rest of them. If that makes sense. All right, let's save this. All right, let's try moving it back. Don't think I'm gonna like it. And it's okay. That does open the window up for the more regular window. I could go nutty and, scale the window up and manually place it in there and have one complete window. We do a little experimenting. But with this, we take this. And then we take that. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. That over. And do the same. Where's the other one? I want to move that. Hold on. Damn it. All right, this one, removing the bar, back one. Okay. Then we flip it. All right. Now, that can't be right. Am I too much? Do I have to go another one? All right, I'm confusing myself here. What else is new? All right. You and you. Now we know we're... All right, this bar needs to go that way. That one needs to go this way. The easiest way for me to know what that is by having something like this here, hopefully. Okay. No. Flip the other way, please. Are you locked out? Should be. What's going on here? All right, let's move this one first then. Boom. Don't even lock me out. I hate you already. What is your problem? All right, so you need to move, but I can't move you because all right, you need to go that way. And I can't do that because you're in the way. If I do that, and this. Oh, get rid of those. Here we go. That. Boom. And that. 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 Did that close and it's gonna, yeah, it won't let me, will it? Damn you. Damn you. All right, which leaves me one, which, I mean, I guess we could do that. Don't, yeah, but see, if we don't, got this extra seam here. All right, so what do we do then? Instead, we would have to do the fold over. With the short wall going the other way, right? So I mean, it does match the other one on this side. If I do that, that is a match to this. So we could technically leave that. That would be okay. And guess what? That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we'd have to custom make that window. if we wanted to do something that was, you know, but then it would be thicker than the wall, etc., you know, so we will deal with what we have. And again, this matches the other window, but it actually doesn't know. It changes. And I don't like so much fold over like that. That's not gonna fly. This one's interesting. I can't. It was right. Okay. Damn it. All right. I had it right. All right. There was one in there. I'm now adding the other one. Flipped over. That way we get the proper, you know, it actually has the proper seam, if you will. That looks good, actually. I'm all right with that. Oh, what's going on here? Do that thing on me again. It did. This is where it presents a challenge. But we will hopefully figure out what to do. Kind of quiet in here. I've been trying to chat. Wait a minute, what's going on? My browser audio is not. Oh, this is killing me here. Killing me here. Why is this not working? You know, sometimes it kills me here. Freaking updates, messing with stuff all the time. This is killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls. Give me a moment, folks, while I fix this crap. Hey, look at that. Unbelievable. I didn't even notice that. Thank you for saying something. No. The microphone should be coming through. Are we not getting anything out of? It's gonna bum me out in a minute. You know, every time Windows decides to do an update, they do something dumbass, and it changes audio. Pardon me for one moment. Let's see if I can't. I want to see if even the beginning went out here today. Okay, that went out. Hi, Chad. Alright, we should be alright now. Windows. You and your silly frickin' update BS. Yeah, Marty, OBS is the same. It's oh so much fun. Nay, it is not. Nope. Away. Other way. And then yep. We still gotta move flooring. And just to kind of repeat myself, this is just experimenting, you know. How can we make these into something and have it look like it's, you know, supposed to be that way? I want to take this, maybe. Oh well, I'm not moving this frickin' thing, I'll tell you that much right now. Although, could rotate it. Which would still put me in the center. Still allow for that connection. If I did a 45. A lift between here. Yeah. Don't have a crossover here. Put it in yet, so that would be. You good? Yep. The glass cuboids. Food for thought. Alright, now I need to. This needs to go this way. Alright, that creates a minor problem. Yeah, it would work. That'd be a neat idea, Gamma. Yeah, I might look into that. Or just have it be like the teleporter, big giant one. Go somewhere else. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're nowhere near that part yet. Come on. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a few parts that, in my opinion, should have ended up in game, but did not. that being one of them. Hmm. Nay. Yeah, a lift would be great. I mean, I suppose they think, the SRT is that, in a way. But I know what you mean. Yeah, see, but that don't look right. That does do the rest, and that kind of has to be in order to do that. Even if we are a little off here, but that's okay. A little wider here. That's more folded. More folded. More folded. Alright, so what we do here is that changes things quite a bit on one way. Right, I think this needs to not. Alright, these end up being aesthetic choices. That's nice. Goes right up. No fuss, no muss. Well, we had the fuss earlier. That's why we have no muss now. Definitely warm where I live. Could. What if we... No, because then it wouldn't be a window afterwards, right? Hmm. Shoot. Alright, that still gives window, but no, this one. Let's come up. Yeah, but this side's different. Alright. Never mind. I can't do that yet because we don't know what's going on with it. Alright. That's the corner. Should have been smarter than that, but I was not. So now we have to figure out this. Yay! Hope I'm right. I mean, I could move the floor over. I don't really like that. Now I would have to move over. So we would have to manually place that in there. But I kind of like the idea. The floor would be more accurate the way I have it, but I could scooch it over. Let's try the scooch. Right, so I want to move it this way. I always forget if it's the opposite way. I want to go this way. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think it's the other side. The other way. Right. That's interesting. Anybody notice what just happened there? Let's repeat that, shall we? We are in the new salvage structures. I am grabbing the salvage triangle. I am doing an adjacency to the smaller one. and it comes in as the small salvage triangle, but not. Interesting. But of course, you know, no mention of fixing any building stuff in the experimental. Now that have to be manual placement. I kind of figured as much as I would like that to not be. Thankfully, it does not need to be perfect. Does need, however, to work. Gotta be kidding me. Thank you. That's better. Hey, how do you like that? Now the only problem we have is actually, that would work. We could probably get away with that. Since it does not obstruct the door. A little funky here. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. Problem is, these are not the same. One of these things is not one of them. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of... Kind of need that though, don't we? No, we don't. We do because of that. That's why those fold over like that. Aha! Yeah, I hate the fact that that does that. We could move this in. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. What am I thinking? We just move that in. I can't because of that. For Glurginator. Glurginator. Alright, that, yes. And then this would have to come out over here if it were to make any sense. And we're still in a predicament there. I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. I like this. And this makes sense. You know, take a little path out here. But how do we solve our problem here? Because even if I take a short wall, path wall. Oh. I know how. It's not going to look the greatest, but we can make it work. Alright, so you're going to go here. Like so. Gonna remove you. You're gonna come through here like that. That solves that bit of problem. And then all I gotta do is and that fixes that, solves our problem. We don't have to have that part sticking out, right? We've trimmed the door. And then this, I like this little overhang now, I gotta be honest. Although we don't, yeah, we do need it. All right. Later in our blackout, interesting. I will look into it. And could do that. Or this. Neat in another way, maybe. Ooh, these are gonna make neat. Facing the wrong way, though, aren't you? No, damn it. Yeah, the excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Not great, but not horrible. I wonder if I can even bring this down to here more. Nah, I'm pushing it there. Now what would be cool, but I'd have to lose this whole bit here, is if we had just the railing portion, you know, just that lower light bar, because then I could bring that around like a cool little balcony. But instead they opted to give us these two cool things, but not quite what I want. Add the window on it and post your window. Can you pop it up on upside down to the light bar only shows? I'm not sure what you mean there. Explain yourself further. Well, that's mighty keen, isn't it? Oh, yes, I can, Gamma, but then I lose this. You know, we just take this. I understand where you're going. I'm grokking your mouth music. Hold on. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, piece of candy. Feeling my break coming on in a minute here. Back. My neck and my back. Come on. I saw you. I just saw you. Thank you. So yeah, you could do something like that, but you know, that closes off that portion of the window. Here, you know, and if we look at it here, you know, this doesn't quite get covered. So, unfortunately, in this particular instance, no, it does not work because we lose a good portion of our window. This would be neat if it didn't interrupt interior. But it does. And yeah, I mean, I could, you know, I could mix this bar with this bar. So now we know where these floors got skinned from the alloy floor. And the cool thing is it just adds a little flavor, right? Building foo. Build foo. Oh, the ancient art of build foo. Where if you get bored with decorating the normal way, we will show you new ways. I mean, and you don't even have to go super crazy. You could just add that puppy in there, right? Or a different one, or etc., etc. Change up the colors. I'd have to rotate this in order to really do what I want. Because this will be the same direction, you know what I mean? We don't need to do two. We could just do the bottom or the top. I mean, we could go through the hassle of flipping this around. Flip the, you know, the short wall. Just so we can get the match, which, you know, I am sort of prone to doing that sort of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. But right now, we're pretty much just trying to get you know, some sort of coverage here. Yes, downside. Flooring will be different. But actually not really, because we don't have to rely on that floor, actually. What we do is we bring up the floor that actually belongs there, etc. And we can do that. I'm guessing I should probably save or something at this point. Where's our save button? There you are. Oh, we've been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and my butt is definitely feeling that. So I'm going to get up, stretch out, warm up my coffee, take a bio break. We're going to take a little breather here. And we will come back and see what else we could do. Try and close this off. Bring this down. We got to mess with the terrain. We'll mess with the terrain. I should probably go through this save and start deleting some things we don't really need as well. Maybe get some of our terrain edits back, which I would like. I like when the floor takes it out. Gives us a nice even sort of spiel. I kind of want to cut this, make that into, you know, don't know if I'm going to go that height or lower. Now, again, this is just me you know, noodling about, getting ideas for when I find a place to actually build. And then, you know, you'll probably see, you know, these ideas in the next build. Or this might be the build. I don't know. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it might work. It's actually nothing like I want, but these are some good starts. Some good ideas. I wish the draw was better. Like the lighting dims out, you know, if you pull too far back, like right about, you know, yeah, right there. Well, you can still kind of, but that's, I think, where the light's coming in right now. So, all right, I need to take a break. Almost 2.5 hours sitting here. I do like these new parts. I would like to see them more concise, a little cleaner, less blurified. We have noticed a few things. I'm going to have to Zendesk again. And please, Zendesk. I don't know how to do that in the, to tell it to Zendesk. I think it's like Zen or ZD. Let's see. I'm not sure what. Not sure. But anyway, we'll get into that. Zendesk your issues with building, please. Oh, Gamma, you got to get going? All right. Yeah, I'm just taking a break. I got to stretch out, warm up my coffee, do a little bio break here, and we'll be back in a little bit. You know how it works. Get yourself up, stretch out, peel your peepers away from the screen. Get those stretched out, too. It's a good idea. Get a bio break in, get your tasty snacky treat and a beverage, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, see ya. For those of you who have to get going, thanks for stopping in and spending some of your time here. I do appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and all that jive. Leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. We'll see you in a minute.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow.
Alrighty, we're back. Got the bio break in. Got my coffee warmed up a little bit. Although with the air conditioning going, it does tend to cool down a little quicker. Alright. And again, I'm going to repeat that this game needs some better lighting choices and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You need better stuff. Nah, I'd have to flip it upside down. Never mind. Okay. The game has been acting weird. In terms of, you know, glitchy bits aren't really doing what they normally do. And, you know, occasionally we were, oh, you're not in your base. I'm like, yeah, but I've been building here for the past hour, so I don't know what you mean. But lighting, it's so dark, like too dark now. Like, and then we have this issue. Dark, 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 super dark. And now we're lit. Like, from this false, I'll deal with that. Oh yeah, we already did. Never mind. That could go. Oops, maybe not. No. You need to go back. There we go. I know what I need to do. Okay. We will deal with that. Not now. Well, we could, I suppose. Nah, because that's tedium. Tedium. Don't like tedium. Could cover. Does that. That doesn't need to be. Alright, we'll leave it at for now. And super dark. Hope you like it dark, because it's gonna be. I do like these new lamps quite a bit. I like the I like the shape, and when used right. Although I find them to be better used upside down. Much like the other ones. But see, even this isn't, it just, something doesn't seem right, do you know what I mean? Not quite enough light. And then what you really need to do to be really, I mean, you're not going to be super accurate, but you will have a better opportunity of getting it where you would like. But I almost feel like I shouldn't need that with these lights. You know what I mean? The lighting needs some help. It really, really does. And the colors now, even this red, it's not as vibrant as it used to be. It's lost a little bit of its oomph. Same with this. It's lost some of its spread. Its wash, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the lighting right now in building is freaking way off. Way off. This light is a good example of it. It used to be much brighter. You can see here, it's just bright on the bottom and top. And then everything else is like it's out. This one is that's too bad. Oh, wait. Dull. Like everything just went dull. Alright, I can still get at it, which is good. You know, it just everything lost its vibrancy. The thrill is gone. But yeah, it's lost. The lighting is in desperate need of fixing. All I can say about that. All I got to say about that. Alright, what next? What are we doing? What do we need to do? We need to round the corner. We need to finish these sides off, don't we? Yeah, we do. Alright. That's okay like that. This needs to either come, yeah, but see, this is our problem, the window. Alright, let's move this in. Just curious. What dominates? Yep, that's what I thought. It dominates. Ravens Multiverse, welcome, welcome. Oh, wait a minute. No. Not centered, though. It's centered to that, but this isn't centered to that. Yes. Do that. Do that. I could bring this in. That would be okay. Still gives me that. I can live with that. Like all of this. Alright, so you can get into that. Not there. You can get in the top part there. This bottom part will have an entrance into here. This is pain part that keeps us from going all the way around. Now, if we buried this a little bit more, we could, you know. We could also bring that in here. That's a cool little do that. And we could flip this. Actually, we don't need to, do we? I think we got one. Oh, maybe not. Oh, wait. Yes, we do. Right there. Come on. Why are you not attaching? Oh, that's why. So, alright, I can live with that. And actually, we can even change this. That's a lot of this, though. I don't know if I like that. I think the corner would look cool, but then we've got this central strip here, which, you know what I mean? Oh, hey, wait a minute. Alright, so you do need to be like that. That bit. Alright, gotcha. I'm sure I like that. That just looks dumb. Kind of do that though. Alright, how do I deal with this? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Does that need to be there? It does not, because now you are here, right? That means you don't need to be there. And now we are okay. Oh. Never mind, I lied. Well, I wish it were. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Okay, I got it. I got it. Took me a second to think about it, but I think we got it. Should bring you to there. Oh. That's not what I want. Try that again. You should be the other way. Yeah, see, it locks you out. But if you come outside the build area a bit, and now with this new snapping change, you just need to do that. That should be enough. To close up that gap. And then I'm going to do the same to this here. Hopefully. Alright, you're being particularly crazy. Thank you. There we go. I like that. I like that look. Oh, hey, get over here. Get over here. Get. And there's not a lot of like floor bobble, you know, character's not tripping over itself. Alright, let's go do a save. Yeah, building needs a lighting overhaul. It really, really does. Well, that would be the game too, though. But building in particular. We need better lighting, because right now it's not very good. Where am I? And I could hammer this place with a bunch of light, and it's still, you know, one, I'm eating up resources. I mean, let's see how this one looks these days. It's a bubble. Collision bubble. You can see the colors better, but definitely not as, needs a little more. They just need to figure out how to crank up the color and the light at the same time. I mean, right now the lighting is off in general, you know, all the floor pan, you know, all this stuff here is not doing well. Let's just say that. Don't really do a whole heck of a lot. We need better lighting, please. That would be a great help indeed. But, as we know, hey, I want this to be red. Well, that doesn't look red. What's going on with that? Why are you not red? Lighting is truly kind of something's going on. Like, hey, there's an issue here. Please address it. That could be a problem. Wonder if I would have to do that trick. With the floor panel. Actually, what does that do with these? Absolutely nothing. Alright. Gives it a hot spot. Yeah, again, you know, the issue is the lighting. We don't have enough vertical neat stuff. That also enlarges to a size that we can actually, you know, apply. And the collision bubble thing, like, I really don't understand that. Like, how that works. And because we can't choose our color right now, because this is supposedly red. I don't see red, do you? Like, it just doesn't... Something ain't right. And I really hope it gets addressed. It really needs to. And then we have this sort of thing where we're going to get a bunch of fold over. It'll work for now. At least it's some light. It ain't much, but it's some. You know, it doesn't really... it does, but it doesn't. It's just something off, you know what I mean? It just doesn't feel like it should. But the cool thing about it is when they do fix it, this should be pretty wild because these light panels, you know, fit these areas really well, and we should be able to get some pretty cool signage out of it, which will help to cover some of the other bits maybe that you don't want to have shown. Hey, Sarah, welcome. And you could even have some come off the side like so. Get into, you know, scaling it like we did in the city, which we probably will at some point. I mean, then what you could do, you know, if you wanted to hide things, but thinking maybe it's just tough trying to figure out how to light this. They're good. The lighting in the game is off. The snap points are off. There's some weird stuff going on with building, but all in all, I like the look of everything. It's a nice change. But there are, it did not come without its with own set of issues, you know. The price we pay. Yeah, settlements is one of the big ones. Which is, you know, kind of what all this is about, I guess. We're pretty close structurally to being done over here, so I decided to mess around with some decorative stuff. Now I'm kind of looking at this like, oh, maybe we need to put that over here. I'm thinking maybe, yeah. But then it cuts into this. BFD. Oh no, it's got a shorter. Even this, I'm like, no. But see how that just sticks out like a sore thumb there? That's not, it doesn't like, there's no wash of light over, you know, you can, it's weird. It's hard to explain. It's so bright. It's hard to explain, you know. Like I feel the light should wash over the area a little bit more. We're not even in, there we go. Oh, we need a wire hider. We'll put that in after. And we should be able to, we should scooch that over a little bit. Come on. Nope. Yeah, it's a little better. I wish I didn't have to go back to work tomorrow. But, alas, I do. Let's see, should actually do... Well, Sarah, true. This is true. As much as I really do not like where I work anymore. Eh. It's all right. Well, again, we'll deal with it for now. So, there's a ton of different things we need to start thinking about. We got to probably shrink some of these down. Oh, wow. Yeah, I got to be honest. Mentally, the job I'm at now, I would rather work at a fast food restaurant and go in, do my job, leave, and that's it. If I could get paid what close to what I'm making now, I would survive. But yeah, there's also all kinds of opportunities here for lighting if they could fix the lighting problem that I'm noticing. Where did you come from? You're not supposed to be there. And we could probably expand out over here, which we will, but not today. Because... Oh, really, Sarah? Damn. I have to get a couple of errands done today. Da, 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 da. That's keeping a positive attitude. Alright, now if I do this way, upside down, that would be better. Cut that down. Oh, wait a minute. Shouldn't that naturally... No, but it would be the... Oh, yeah, no, I'm right. That's actually kind of nice. I like that. That covers that gap. There we go. Fix with that shape for the most part. And that's off center to something. Yeah, whatever. It's the interior, isn't it? Well, it's this exterior. Okay. Still not centered. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Yeah, it's centered as it's going to get. Well, I figured, you know, we could have a little different, different vibes. So we kind of have... Ah, you are correct. I would have figured it out eventually. After I built so much and then I would have been having to redo the whole thing. You are correct, though. I see it now. Come on. That's better. The shadow was getting me on that one, but that looks good. Yeah. Thank you, Captain. Well, now. You know what? It's okay. So what these are on angles. We can make it work. And if I really want to, I can actually... Yeah, and I can bring that down to match. hopefully. This may mess with it. Yeah, the new parts have, you know, they definitely have their je ne sais quoi, or whatever. They got their vibe, and I'm digging it. It just, in conjunction with the change in the snap point thing, which is kind of interesting. I've noticed I can blend things a little bit better. Excuse me. Woo. But it's also a little trickier to do so. I'm an idiot, but that's okay. That's how you do that. And yes, is it perfect? No. But does it transition? Looks like we could go down a little bit more, huh? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, because that was sort of our limitation there on that. This is what I mean, like the snap points are kind of getting wonka. Alright, that didn't really work, did it? No, it did not. So we would have to what? I mean, we're totally offset here. That. But, I mean, is it a big deal? No. Honestly, it's not. We can survive. Because at some point, even though that doesn't necessarily... I mean, this is also an R&D. So it's all up for grabs. You know, this doesn't even have to be incorporated, as a matter of fact. It can pretty much what do you need? Yeah, actually we kind of do, don't we? Yes, that sort of sucks. Why are you not snapping? All right. understand why you're doing that, but sure. I'm not moving this freaking thing. I'm sorry. That is not going anywhere. I would rather add another one right here than move that. Alright, so that's not going to happen. That's okay like that. I don't trust that. Oh, okay, so here it is again. All right, look at this. It didn't turn into the base computer, even though we built it, right? That's what I mean by it's acting strange. Oh, no. Hey, look at that. Back out, come out. I still have the stairs, right? So that has to go over here. I built that, come out, still have the stairs. Normally this does not do this. Alright, where's our stairs? I know this is from this point here. Why are you not? You should be here. But you are not. Again, normally that would turn into the base computer. Where am I on this? Do I even want to be here? I do not. Okay. We would need to be at one more section. Alright, now, if I come back out, I go into this menu. To a platform. that cuts too far into here. It does kind of work. And actually, I could probably... Ooh. Uh-oh. Does that give me our next floor? Cuts into the window. And look at that. Stairs again. Back out. Stairs. Normally, that doesn't happen. I know this is connected to this because we just put that part in there. There it is. All right. Now I know how that works. Okay. I would have to dig in the dirt to get that down through here, which is fine. Yeah. I think we need to consider our options here. Dan Vimes, how you doing? And hey, look at that. The stairs are still here. Oh. Yeah, I know it's going to be gross out. I might have to tell my buddy I'm not going to be hanging out. Depends on how gross it is outside. No, I'm waiting for whatever this patch is going to be. Ooh, you know what? This is where I'm talking maybe we need to dig. Which is funny that this does not attach to anything there. Alright, so for that, I would have to... We wanted to get down a little further. He's Collision bubble is strong over here. A little patience, a little persistence. Yeah, I know there's an experimental patch, but that's about all I know. That's all the info I have. And we could probably even swap this. All right, last thing before I get rolling. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. Let's see if this will do anything. Let's see. Ooh, pardon me. Let's see. Notice we're still retaining the freighter stairs. So I don't know what happened to allow that to continue to, to keep it so. I have a feeling I need to do not that. Yeah, no. I think I was right the first time. We'll try. Might be too low. I don't know. And we'll go into the catalog again. It would just be nice to be able to, snap this stuff. I would really enjoy that. Oops. Now, I might be wrong on this, but if I am, oh well. Yeah, no. Alright, it was worth a shot. Thought maybe we could do something a little bit in conjunction here, but All right, so now I clear that, come out, and hey, how is this possible? I don't know. Do you? So, yeah, interesting. All right, I unfortunately got to go. It's been just about 4 hours here, and I am getting hungry. I need some food. And I gotta head out into the nether reaches of the hot and humid grossness weather. I am not looking forward to that. But all right, I will, depending on if I have some sort of miraculous breakthrough or create some sort of interesting looking thing that I must share at the moment. You know, I may or may not be back later. There's still a bunch of things that need Zendesk in. We should probably get on that. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. Thank you, Sam. Got to Zendesk a bunch of stuff. Definitely have Hello Games has their work cut out for them. Oop, I got to get rid of that. There's a lot that needs a working on. But I think when it's all said and done, it will be quite great. And I will look forward to continuing to enjoy this game. And hopefully getting a new build site found. That would be great. I would really like that. So yeah. Things are a little funky right now. Hopefully we'll see some fixes soon. I'm hoping for that. But anyway, thanks again, y'all. Let me see if anyone I know is on at the moment. Oh, Beebs is playing Dune. Will Badger is playing Star Citizen. And that's who I have at the moment. Oh, wait, KJ. Oh, no, she just ended. And that was Sunken something? Sunken Land. All right, so you got Beeble or Will Badger to go check out. Beeble's doing some Dune. Will Badger was doing some Star Citizen, I believe. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Hit that notification bell. It'll tell you when I'm on again. Maybe tonight. I got to work tomorrow. We'll see. But I've only got to work 2 more days, and then I get my weekend. Yay! And then we're back to the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning stuff. But until next time, thank you again. This has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming. Wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Starship Grease. And, oh, horrible, horrible, wait, oh, no, oh. Get those action pants on, get out there, and start building some wild and wacky stuff. All right, y'all, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna